visualization using the user management. I've got a simple visualization with a start-stop button and a temperature is being shown here. I want the start-stop button only to be accessible by certain users. To do this, we have to go to the visualization manager, user management, and here we can create an empty user management or create a user management with default groups. We'll do this. So here we'll get some groups, admin, service and operator, which already have some users added. The users are listed here. We've got admin, service and operator in the according group, and the password is always the same as the login name for the standard users. Of course, you can add your own users and groups in here. Now to use this, we can go to the visualization, and here I've got already prepared a login and logout button. These we now need to configure, so I go to the login button and the properties, and for input configuration, I will say on mouse click, user management, and then I can choose between login, logout, change the user password and open the user configuration. So for login, I of course select login. For logout, I do the same and set this to logout. But for this button, I will also restrict the access rights because the logout button may not be shown if you are not logged in already. So we set it to invisible for none. Now if we just take those buttons and put them on top of each other, the login button also won't be visible if the logout button is being shown. Then I want to have the user management button here, which will open the user configuration, and this one should only be accessible of course by the administrator. So for everybody else we'll set it to invisible. Now we can also place this one, and for this last one I want to display the current user that is logged in. So I already set %s in here, and I will select the text variable, which is an internal variable, so we'll find it in visualms dot current full username, and this will then display the username that is logged in, but of course this should also not be shown if nobody is logged in, so we set it to invisible. Now we only need the function for the start stop button, and that's why we did all of this. So we select the start stop button, and for this one I want to give the right to start and stop the machine only to the administrator and the operator. Service and none should only be able to see this button but not be able to interact with it. So I set OK, and now I can already log in. The controller will now tell me that there's a user management already available on the controller because I did one before, and if I want to override it. This is very handy if you already have a user management on your controller and you configured it online, so you don't have to override it. I will now put this one on the controller so we can test it, and if I start the program we can see that the start stop is now in start, but I can't access it, I can't click it, and we can also see it because it's gray. So if I now log in and I would choose the operator for this with the password operator and set OK, the text will become black, so I can start and stop the machine, and I can also see that I'm logged in with the operator. Now I want to do the same with the administrator, so here I say admin and then password admin, and we can see that now also the user management is visible here. If I click it, you will get a dialog that will enable us to see all the users that we've got and change their passwords or add new users to the user management.